Hi, I'm Sifi. I talk to researchers about what drives them and what they're passionate about. What's your name and what are you currently studying?
I'm Adeline, and I'm currently studying mechanical engineering.
How do you approach learning something completely new?
So before ChatGPT era, I would pick up a book of the topic I want to learn and then start reading the book. Well, start skimming it first and then start reading it. But nowadays, I think to be honest, go to ChatGPT first and then pick up a book, depending on which direction I want to focus on.
How do you stay curious or keep your interests alive over time?
There is certainly ways, I think, especially with research. I think going to like seminars, going to conferences, definitely seeing other people's work, I think keep my curiosity alive. Um, Reading just unrelated papers, I think also keep my curiosity alive. Yeah.
What keeps you motivated to keep learning even when things get difficult?
Seeing other people's work, talking to people, that really helps. I would say that taking a small break also, it seems like it would not help, but it actually does help because I think oftentimes after you take a small break, you realize that you're doing that thing for a reason. Like it gives you a reason to like go to work or like, you know, go about your day. And so I think after you take a break, then get reminded of that reason and then you go back to working and finding the motivation there again. Or talking to friends, talking to people, especially people in the field, being able to find somebody that can relate to you when your motivation goes down. Hearing their motivation, for example, I think also helps me gain more motivation back.
What's something that you're working on right now that you're really passionate about?
I think my research has always been in like trying to learn and model materials. And so this could be any kind of materials. And recently we've been working on trying to discover material models from data. And I think given these day and age, it's so easy to get data when we need a smarter, better way to like process it. And so that's one of the things I'm working on. It really drives me because there's like a real issue to be addressed there to basically come up with better models to then design and optimize them for our applications.
Who is your supervisor and how have they influenced your academic journey?
My advisor is Caltech in mechanical engineering. I think he's always been really good at seeing what I'm interested in and the big picture of like where the field is going and kind of directing me to that. How to think. I think he teach me a lot about how to think, how to be critical is a big thing. Over time of like working on these research projects with him, not only is he teaching me how to be critical of my work, of other people's work. I think that's just really important.
What's the best advice someone has given you?
After speaking about my advisor earlier on, he told me there's no big grand plans in life. There's just reactions. I always feel, let me plan this. Like I'm a planner, I like planning things. You actually really don't need to plan that much. Just do your work and things will come. Looking back in my journey over like 5 years, I would say that's probably true. You're given an opportunity to react and you just do your best. Sometimes you just can't plan too far ahead and think about all the things that can go wrong in research. There's way too many. So then you just do your best.
What do you do after accomplishing a long term dream? How do you figure out what's next?
I've never run into an issue where I don't have any more dreams left. Like once you like climb one mountain, there's more mountains to climb. And I think I'm a little too young to say I've already achieved all my dreams. I think most of the time it comes very naturally, as in like in the gut feeling.
What strategies do you use to maintain a healthy work life balance?
Meditation every day is good. Just being still for a couple moments at night or in the morning and being mindful about it helps me go through my day in a more balanced way. I think most of the time if you've worked enough, then it usually hints at you, oh, you need to take a break now. When your brain cannot function anymore, you usually are forced to take a break.
How do you think your research will make an impact in this world?
My research is really in learning the behavior of multifunctional materials to be able to guide their design and optimization for application, real world applications, right? That's where the impact comes in, is that predictive tool capability to be able to then design better materials, come up with better materials that we use in our day-to-day applications. So things like, for example, battery materials is something that could be interesting. Defense material under impact condition, for defense, for aerospace, for sports, or new materials too. I don't think I'm limiting myself to a particular class of materials, and I'm always willing to learn new tools, new materials. That's my research interest.
That was great. Thank you so much.